people looking to buy are also having trouble with Nashville's hot housing market. News Channel 5's Cole Johnson has an in-depth look at what exactly prospective buyers are up against now.
A big story happening across the country right now is all about real estate. So let's break down what's happening in Middle Tennessee with how we all first learned about buying and selling property. Let's start with inventory. Think of the beginning of the game as 2018 here in Middle Tennessee. There are a lot of homes starting off monopoly, and there were quite a few at the beginning of the year, with more than 5,500 homes on the market. But as time in the game goes on, other players buy up the buildings. That's similar to what we see in January of 2022. Only a little more than 2,100 houses were on the market, not because there were less homes being produced, but because of demand.
Not only with people, local people wanting to move from apartments to homes, but also regional people moving, maybe from Atlanta or Knoxville, moving to Nashville for a job.
That's Steve Jolly, the president of the Greater Nashville Realtors Association. Now let's talk money and average home prices in Middle Tennessee over the years. The cheaper properties near the go space, that's what it was like in January of 2018. The average price was around $280,000. The properties in the middle of the board are a little more expensive, like in January of 2020. Houses were selling around $305,000. And then you have the end of the board, the priciest spaces, bringing us to this year with the average home at $425,000.
There's more people for every home that hits the market. There may be 10 or 20 people that want to purchase that home.
Jolly says another reason we've seen these price hikes over the years is from people moving from more expensive areas. Think of LA or Chicago. They have more cash from selling their place. Like in the game, if a property is auctioned off, someone can swoop in if they have a stack of cash.
So the increase in price was really the most shocking thing that we saw in the last year, because really that's unsustainable and it's not healthy for the long-term growth of Nashville.
But when it comes to price, don't expect them to get cheaper. Jolly says Nashville's market history has been on a steady rise.
So I don't expect prices to decline in Nashville anytime soon. However, I do expect the rate of appreciation to slow down.
For News Channel 5, I'm Cole Johnson.
Well, we've been keeping our finger on the pulse of Nashville's hot housing market throughout the pandemic. For more on the rising cost of mortgages and rents, as well as resources for payment assistance, just search Nashville Housing on newschannel5.com.